Hey, today is a big day. Big day for everyone here. I cannot wait to get started. And this is when we are going to be talking about, we're going through 7 sales success pillars. And this is stuff that everybody needs no matter what you're doing for any business. Before we dive into that, before we dive into that, I want to talk about uh, trail blocker, the most common trail blocker that we deal with on a regular basis. If you're not sure about what I mean by a trail blocker, we talked about these on our 4 base camps to summit. It was an audio training. There's also a workbook. I'll put the um, card with the link up here so that you guys can check that out. A trail blocker is anything that is getting you in the way of what you want for your future. So this happens quite commonly, sadly, that we don't know what we want. And then in the middle of that, when we do know what we want, things start popping up that get in the way. One of the most common trail blockers, I call it the hamster wheel paradigm. And this is the hamster wheel that we get on inside our heads that keeps us stuck, that our brains are programmed to do naturally. And unless we interrupt it, intentionally and consciously interrupt it, we are always going to stay stuck in the reality that we have right now, that we're unhappy with, that we're worried about, that we're stressed about. So, my clients deal with this. I deal with this. My story, of course, is that the, the hamster wheel I was on was the truth was I knew that I needed to change something, but I couldn't get myself to trust anyone else to help me. The paradigm that I was stuck in was that if I wanted to be successful at my online business, I should be able to figure it out myself. There's no reason why I should have to have someone else help me. I'm a smart girl. I should be able to figure it out. And it was a lot of pride, and it was also just a lot of naivety, right? I had no clue what I was saying no to when I was saying, yeah, I'll figure this out myself. I could have saved myself a ton of time, which time is money, if I had just gone in and got off the hamster wheel of, oh no, I should be able to figure out this myself, and went and got the proper help. So, what hamster wheel paradigm is running in your mind that's keeping you from getting where you want to go? Start examining those thoughts. So I'm going to leave you there with that while I introduce myself. I'm Shauna St. James. If we have not met, if we have not connected anywhere, I have been helping my clients, over 5,000 clients, really over the last 5 years, 10 years total, but the last 5 years focusing on helping my clients build online businesses that give them the life they want. They want 6 figures, they want 7 figures, they want to have the freedom to do what they want when they want and not have to sacrifice their income to do that. And especially those of us who are empty nesters. Empty nesters meaning we've spent our time and our resources focusing on, getting our kids out of the nest, and they're successful now, but guess what? That left us behind. If you are in that situation that I was, I needed a business that could help me make up for the lack of retirement funds that I have currently. I'm still not where I need to be when it comes to having the retirement that's going to secure my future, where I don't have to worry about healthcare expenses, right? Where I don't have to worry about the budget and whether I can afford to grab a plane ticket to go visit my kids who live all over the country. That I don't have to worry about whether I can take that trip to Italy or the bucket trip that maybe you have listed, right? Oh my gosh, there's so many. I want to go to Costa Rica. I don't know about you. The south of France, there's so many places that I want to visit. I really want to head to Thailand. Well, all of those are going to take big financial resources to make those things happen. And the truth is, I shouldn't have to let go of those. I shouldn't have to give up on those dreams just because I didn't have everything go perfectly in my life in the past. Can you say yay? Like you identify with that? Let me know in the comments if your past hasn't gone the way you expected. Unexpected. Say unexpected in the chat if where you are now is not where you expected to be at this point in life. That was me. That was me and a lot of my clients trying to figure out how they're going to make up for all the things that kind of got them off track in the past. One of the things that keeps you from making those changes is the paradigms that we have going on in our brain, the hamster wheel paradigms, where the doubt creeps in. Well, I don't know. That seems risky. Should I do that? Ooh, that sounded like a great idea, but I don't know. What if I can't do it? Yeah, I've seen everybody else do it. I see all the testimonials. I see all the evidence. But what if I can't do it? Those are the things that keep us stuck. Now, back in the video that I was referring to, which way? This way, it's up there in the corner, where we're talking about the 4 base camps to summit. We talk about the snake, the moose, and the otter. They are the 3 parts of our brain. Our brain is a big forest, and these are, the critters that live in the forest, and they each play a role in how we live, in what our future is, in what we do every day, in the habits that we've developed. And the roles that they play are very important. If we don't know how to direct our otters, to direct our moose, to reprogram the things in our minds that are automatically programmed, if we don't know how to do that, we're never going to be able to make the changes that we need to make to get to where we want to go. So what are your thoughts right now? We've been talking, of course, about how to open an online business, how you can start changing your financial future and getting what you need to have the success you need financially by having an online business. What's keeping you from doing that? Are you thinking, yeah, I'm not sure it's going to work? Are you thinking, yeah, I'm not sure if it's worth it. I don't know if I want to take the risk. Do you have a lot of self-talk that's negative? Maybe you've already started a business and you've failed at it. Hello, that's me. There have been plenty of things that I didn't make it at, right? I did the home parties. I did the MLMs. Network marketing is not for me. I do not like those things where I feel like I'm having to bug my friends and family to support me and do something they're not interested in doing. And then I'll be honest, I'm not a person who likes to quote cold call to get out there and beat feet and, put an offer, make a pitch in front of people. Ooh, cold calling is not my thing. A lot of those businesses required that. That's why I failed. A lot of businesses that I've tried, I had to have an inventory. I had to have an in-stock inventory. I had to ship it to people. I had to deliver it to people. Oh my gosh. All of my money ended up investing in inventory. When they tell you what is recommended for you to have in stock and on hand, and then if you don't have customers that actually buy that product from you, you're sitting there with all that inventory. That's just money. That's money down the drain, right? If you can't sell your inventory. An online business that's a digital business, you don't have to worry about all of that. It's a product that's developed once and that's it. And then all you have to do is share it and pass it around. Oh, it's the best thing going. Best thing going. So, where is your brain, right? It happens to all of us. If you are not sure about being able to get past those mistakes, if you're struggling to get your mind out of that, I would love to work with you. That is my specialty. My specialty is helping my clients get, I call it the millionaire mindset, right? So that they can be the CEO of whatever business they want. And they have to have a CEO mindset. They have to shift out of being the employee and the one being in charge, the one making all the decisions, the one deciding what needs to be done each day. Those are big transitions. If you've never made them before, it's easy to mess them up. It's okay. They're all fixable. All fixable. So today I really want to talk about we're going to we're going to talk about the millionaire mindset in another video, actually, in another training, because it's a whole nother thing in itself. So if that's you, you can look forward to that in the future. Today we are focusing on, I see my stream is a little glitchy today. Today we're focusing on the 7 steps to sales success. These are 7 steps you must have in your business, in your sales system, to really meet any sales goal. Whether you want to make 1 sale a month or you want to make 100 sales a month, you have to use these 7 steps. These principles will be important. They will help you get where you want to go. Oh, look at that. And isn't it interesting that I'm getting a notification about optimizing my internet as I'm using my internet and it's being glitchy? Broadband has just been installed here, like, not the broadband, but the actual cable. And I'm telling you, they're pushing it. They're pushing it. So thank you for hanging in there, even though my stream is not perfect today. We're going to get through this. So number one, the first thing you need is you need to have an excellent product that you believe in. If you do not have a product that you believe in, you are already set up to fail. Set up to fail. Why is that? Because if you don't believe in the product, that energy comes through. You have to be passionate about whatever that is. So back up and look. Do you have a product that you can believe in? For a long time, I thought I had to create my own product. I had to build my own product before I could believe in it. And I'm going to tell you, that was a mistake. I don't regret it, but I could have gotten where I wanted to go so much faster if I had found a pre-built business in a box product that was just ready to deliver. And I didn't have to build out all the pieces. If you were thinking about building out a course because you have something you want to share and it's your gift, I can help you do that in the most efficient, streamlined way possible with the least amount of investment possible on a platform that doesn't cost you any operational monthly cost. Woo, we've talked about that before, right? If you want to know how you can do that, type info and I will give you the 6-figure blueprint that will show you what you need to do that. Let's go into an example. Let's say that you're a guitar player. You've played guitar for years, right? And now you're wanting to transition out of your 9 to 5 job, but you're not ready to let go of that income. And you're like, you know what? I can teach people how to play guitar. But only being able to teach people who can directly meet with you one-on-one, right? Where you go to a studio and they drive to the studio and they meet with you and guess what? You don't have to be limited to who can physically meet with you or show up for your lessons. You could take that baby online. You can have a global business teaching people how to play guitar. You just have to have the strategies to market it, right? And the systems to set it up, to be able to market that and have it automated so that it's delivered automatically. If you need to know how to build that out, I can help you. That's what I've spent 10 years doing and hundreds of thousands of dollars learning. And there's a simpler way than the way I did it to start with. Much simpler way. If you're like, well, I don't really know how to lay out a course and make sure that my person who's taking the guitar lessons gets everything they need, I can help you break that down so that each step of the way will get your customer where they want to go and help get them results and help you figure out how to get it out there, how to promote it, how to market it, how to brand it, all of that stuff. Oh my gosh. And honestly, I'll be honest, if I had known then what I know now, I may have never started. And I certainly wouldn't have started by myself. Just don't do it alone, you guys. Don't do it alone. I'm telling you. You're going to spend all your time just trying to figure it out when you could actually have your product out there helping people and you making money. You getting paid for helping people. Let's just get it out there as quick as possible so that you can start building that nest egg that is still not full enough to be able to help you through your golden years. Right? Okay, number 2. Actually, let's go over here to the Miro board. I'm going to share my screen. Let's go over here. Share screen. And we're just going to do the whole screen. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Let's pull this over here. Oh, that's not what we want. Let's just go to a new blank board. Okay, so the first thing that we need, we're not going to use a template. Let's just use our board. So the first thing that we need, what was the first one? Can anybody tell me? Yeah, I know you can tell me. Huh, that's awfully big. The first one is you've got to have an excellent product that you believe in. Do we have? Nope. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like this. Sorry, guys. You must have a product that you believe in. Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, how you show up. What do I mean by this? How you show up is going to make a difference as to whether this product is a viable product that you can earn an income on. Believing in your product is going to let you show up with passion, with energy, with everything that you need to be contagious so that your customer out there is going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, I get it. I want that. How you show up makes a difference. The energy that you put in, right? Is your energy positive? Positive and powerful. You must have positive and powerful energy. If you don't have that, you're going to have a problem connecting with people emotionally. And one of the foundations, one of the biggest triggers, frankly, the only trigger, the main trigger that people make a buying decision is emotional. They make a decision about whether they want to buy a product based on how they emotionally feel about product. Then our human brains are wired to justify that emotional decision with logic. So a lot of times we think that we have to go out there and we give all the logical reasons why someone would want to buy our product. The truth is, they're going to buy that product because of what they feel about it. Let's go back to the guitar lessons. If you just go out there with your guitar lessons and you're like, okay, you're gonna learn this, you're gonna learn, C major, G, blah, you go through all the things that they're going to learn. They're gonna be like, okay, what if you went out and you talked about everything that they can do after they know how to play the guitar, right? They can, sing around the campfire. They can be a devotional leader. They can perform live at, the local acoustic, bar where they do acoustic music every Thursday night. What dreams can they fulfill? How will it make them feel once they know how to play guitar? Something they've always dreamed of and they've never taken the time to do it. What if you can help them and give them a solution? That's what's going to make them purchase. How you show up, your energy must be powerful and positive, right? It must be hopeful. You have to give them hope. You have to show them that this is possible. So how you show up is going to matter. Okay, let's go to the next one. Where you show up. Why does this matter? Well, if you are, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my computer here? You have to be where your customers are, right? Let's talk about that. What does that mean, frankly? Well, if you are, okay, let's say your ideal customer, go with this. Let's say your ideal customer is someone who's buying a home. You're a real estate agent. And you are a real estate agent and you're out there and you're telling people about your services, who you are, what you do, blah, blah, blah. But you are doing that on, let's just go with Snapchat for now. Is your demographic, are the people that you know could be your customers, are they hanging out on Snapchat? What's the demographic of Snapchat? Well, generally it's a lot younger than a person who is buying a house. You must be where your customers are. Where you show up matters. You would be interested in professionals. You would be looking at LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn would be a great place to locate people who are interested or ready to purchase a home. Facebook, even TikTok has a demographic now. Twitter, I think you get my point. Where we show up, we must be where our customers are. We cannot be going out and spending money on advertising that isn't going to land in our customers' laps. And there are so many different ways to advertise, right? You can advertise you can do paid advertising in magazines. You can, if you're a real estate agent, you can, pay to be on the Chamber of Commerce website. That's probably a good one, isn't it? But are you making sure that you're getting your solution and what you offer, in front of your people? Okay, let's go here. I should have numbered these, huh? Oh well. It's okay. Let's go to when and how often you show up matters. Guess what? If you are out there and you're going live or you're doing your, posting your posts on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you are doing your content at 3 a.m. and your ideal customer is mainly online between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., you're missing your customer. So when you need to be on, you need to have your content when your customer is online, or we'll just say paying attention, is viewing, right? Do you know when when you are most likely to encounter your customer when you're out there with your content, with your promotions, with your, special offers, with your coupons, whatever it is you're going to get out there with, the content itself, that's a whole different topic. We talked about that yesterday, the mix and match content formula and the viral content toolkit. You can get those things. Once again, I will put that information in an information card above so you can click on that link. How often are you out there? I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because this is even more important than how often. But are you being consistent? Are you consistently out there? Oh, and I still, honestly, I still struggle with this. This is where having systems and automations and tools is so important. That's what's going to allow you to get out there and be consistently connecting with your ideal customer, even when you don't feel like it, you don't have time, right? Have you ever had those days where you're like, oh my gosh, I just don't have the energy to do this today? Or maybe let's go even bigger. You just want to go to the beach for the day. You don't want to have to get out, go do your online work. Guess what? You can have systems and tools that let you schedule all your content so that you're still out there connecting with your customers, even though you are on the beach. Yeah, it's a real thing. They call it, quote, this is the kind of stuff that happens when they call passive income. I don't particularly like the term passive income because there's no such thing as passive income. You have to be consistently out there working in your business. Yes, that doesn't mean that you are directly making the sales. The sales can happen without you, but they can only happen without you because of all the things that you've set in place, the systems and tools that you've set in place, and you've made that happen. Wow, we are just having a huge problem here. I'm actually going to see if I'm going to. Let's see. I do not think we are live. So I'm going to turn that off. All right. If you aren't sure how to set the systems up and the tools up and the automations, I can help you with that. That is something that is easier than you think it is. And some of those systems are free. Some of those tools and systems are paid. But depending on what you want to do, oh my gosh, they're worth every penny. If you want to know more about those systems, I will be happy to help you with those. Okay, but you need to be out there consistently. I think I made my point. You can't be inconsistent and showing up here and not there. You need to be showing up consistently everywhere. If people see you on Instagram, you need to be having the same consistent message as you do when you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook. And you need to be where your clients are, right? Consistently. If you have subscribers on YouTube, you need to be consistently putting content on YouTube. If you have people who are your ideal clients and they're on Facebook, guess what? You need to be showing up on Facebook consistently. You can't just show up when you want to make money, you've got to be showing up and giving value, right? How you show up, you got to be showing up and giving value to them, staying top of mind consistently. Okay, we'll talk about here consistency. I can't type today. And giving value. That's how you're going to show your customers. If you're showing up and giving them value, they know you care about them. They need to know that you care about them, that you see them, that you understand them before they're ever going to purchase anything from you. Do you have the ability to do that? Are you doing that? Okay. And here we're going to dive deeper, right? What you say matters, right? What is the message? What is the message that you're sharing, that you're giving people? Are you connecting with them where they're at? Are you showing them you understand them? Are you showing them that you have a solution? That you can solve their problems? The problem. What problem are they experiencing? What problem does your product solve? What you say, that's what you need to be saying. So what is the messaging of someone who's out there and you're offering guitar lessons and you're trying to find a client who wants guitar lessons? Well, what problem do they have? They've always wanted to learn guitar and they've never taken the time to do it. Now it's time. It's not too late, but it's going to be too late. Do they want to wait till they have arthritis when they're 80 to learn the guitar? No. If they want to learn it, they need to do it now. Urgency, right? Do they want to learn it the hard way? Do they want to try to figure it all out themselves and be like plucking around on YouTube and all these different places trying to do, self-help guitar lessons, trying to put it all together, what they need to learn first and then what they need to learn second and in order? No, you can give it to them all in one place. You learn this first, then you learn this next, then we learn this next. They don't have to guess anymore. Oh my gosh, it makes it so much simpler. What does simpler do for them? What does easier do for them? It makes them get the result they want. It helps them get the result they want faster. That's what your messaging needs to be about. What you say matters. How often you're saying it matters. When you're showing up matters. Where you're saying it, right? Where you're putting all that content out there and how you show up. Are you excited about helping someone learn how to play guitar, something they've wanted to do their whole lives? Oh my gosh, yeah, you should be excited about that. If you're not excited about it, they're not going to be excited about it. Okay, and here we go. Let's go to, you got to do offers. Are you making offers? Gosh, you guys, I was terrible at this when I was beginning. It was just one of those things where I didn't understand that I wasn't making offers. Do your people know that you have something for them to purchase? When I was when I was starting my art business and I would put all the art out there that I was doing, I didn't even realize that I wasn't like giving people information on A, it's for sale. People, you can buy this. B, here's how you buy it. You got to be making offers. Do they know they can purchase it? And do they know how to purchase it? Are you making offers consistently? Now, here's the thing. Your offer, an offer doesn't always have to be something that people buy. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys, there's a mint leaf in my drink that just totally uh I sucked up through my straw. I almost choked on it. Goodness. Um, okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Offers. Your offer doesn't always have to be something that they purchase. Sorry about that. An offer can be something that's going to help you nurture your prospective customer. Remember, we talked about the strategies where we have to have leads and we have to have nurture them because they have to know, like, and trust us before they're ever going to purchase. So, are you making offers that give them a way to get to know you, to know, like, and trust you? The term for those kinds of things are lead magnets. What is your lead magnet out there that's helping people get to know, like, and trust you? You can see I practice what I preach. um, Yesterday, I gave you two lead magnets. You have two lead magnets that you can get from me that help you realize that I'm here to help you, that I know how to help you, right? That I'm qualified to help you. You can get the mix and match content formula, that download, and you can get the viral content toolkit. Those are offers. They're offers that are going to help me nurture my ideal customer so that my ideal customer knows that I am here to help them, that I have solutions. Do you have those in your arsenal of sales steps? It's part of the step. It's nurturing your client. Then, do you have an offer? Do you have your offer packaged in a way that's easy for someone to recognize that, oh, yeah, that's going to get me exactly what I want? I call them no-brainer offers. There's a certain way we put together an offer that will actually help our customer make the buying decision. If we don't have the offer, the product put together in the right way and presented in the right way, they call that positioning. If we don't have that set up properly, we're never going to be able to trigger our client to purchase. Is it positioned and packaged in a way that will, we'll call it, compels them to take action? Buy. You have to be making offers in the right way. We have to be packaging our offers up in a way that makes sense to our customer. We talked about this a little bit in our messaging. The way we're talking about what it is we provide for them matters. For them to understand the value that they're going to get, for them to believe that they can actually do the work to get the result, we have to have it packaged in a way that makes them see that they can be successful. If we don't have that, we're not going to have a successful sales system or process. We're not going to make as many sales as we could. There are always going to be a few people, but the truth is we want to be optimized to be able to have the biggest number of sales possible So the way we make our offers matters. Okay. The last one that we're going to go through here, and then we'll dig into a little bit of the millionaire mindset because it looks like we have time. The last thing we want to talk about here is, is our follow-up. I call it the follow-up game. Do you have a system to follow up whether they said yes or no? Let me stop sharing. Where's my, oh, am I not sharing? There we go. What happens if you put an offer out there and maybe it's just the lead magnet offer and nobody takes you up on that offer? Okay, well, there's a couple things, right? Go back to our list. Did we present the offer in the right way? Did we position it in front of the right people at the right time? Did they actually see the offer, right? We got to start diagnosing all of these things. This is part of follow-up. If they did take us up on our offer, whether they purchased something or not, do you have a system to follow up with them to check on them? Right? If they didn't purchase it, hey, I saw that you were thinking about this. I was checking in with you. Do you have any questions that I can answer for you? I saw that you didn't actually purchase. I wanted to make sure that, you have everything you need to make this buying decision, to make this decision. I'm here to help you. If they said yes and they purchased it or they took your lead magnet, hey, have you been able to dig inside the training yet? What did you think? Do you have any questions? Let me know if I can help you if you get stuck anywhere. Just giving these as examples. We've got to have a follow-up game. That's how people know that you care about them. That's how we can bring them into repeat buyers ascension. And what am I talking about when I'm going there? We're going to go back to, let's share my screen. Let's go back to the Miro board. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I gotta find the right one. Okay, so what do I mean when I'm saying we have to make sure that we have a follow-up game that's going to help us make sure that we have repeat buyers? That goes back to our very, very first training that we did. And this was the 4 must-have secrets to any business. These are the 4 pillars that if we do not have them, we are not going to be able to be successful. We got to have our leads. We got to have nurture them. We got to be able to convert sales. We need to have this piece here to have a successful business. Here's why you want to be able to have repeat buyers and ascend them. Otherwise, you're spending a lot of time and energy constantly going to get new leads. Now, yes, we need that piece of our funnel constantly going, right? But the truth is that our repeat customers are the easiest people to buy, to sell to again, because we've already done this whole process. We've already nurtured them. They've already had an experience with us, a successful experience where they know that what we put out there works for them. They're so much easier to make an offer to and to have them purchase from us again. It's really important that we have a really solid follow-up game. Your follow-up game doesn't have to be you personally. It can be automated. It can be systematized with tools, right? All of these things will make a huge difference in how easy it is for you to be successful. I want you to be successful more than anything. And everything we do here is about giving you the tools to do that, giving you the strategies, the systems, the mindset, the tools behind having a successful business If you're looking at this and you're like, okay, I hear you, Shauna. I totally get I need to do leads, and you're like, but I don't really have a really good system for getting leads. Hello, I would love to help you with that. That is what I will always be available for, to help you with any of these pieces. I want you to go back here. Whoops. Let's go back here and let's evaluate ourselves really quick. Modified by me today. Where are you on this? Where are you on this? Let's evaluate. On a scale of 1 to 4. Well, first of all, let me go up here and do a title for this, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I should have put a title up here at the beginning, but this is our 7-step sales success, right? Map. We have to be going through this. I want you to evaluate yourself on a scale of 1 to 4. Wow. I don't know why it's that small. On a scale of 1 to 4, where are you on each of these? Let's evaluate ourselves. Because the truth is, you can have some of these that are going really well, and then you may be missing some too, right? It's not just an all or nothing. You may totally believe in your product. You may have testimonials and proof that you believe in your product, but you might not be, showing up consistently. You might not be giving enough value for your nurturing your client, your prospective client, for you to have the number of sales that frankly you deserve. Or maybe you're not showing up where your customers are, right? I'm also going to add one in here. How you show up. Do they see your face? Why am I putting this in here? Because as human beings, the neuroscience behind how we are wired to connect with people. The top 2 ways we connect with people: A, facial recognition. It's hardwired into us. So we're immediately already drawn to when we see someone's face. That's the first thing that's going to help stop a scroll, right? The second thing that really is programmed into us are stories. We're wired to receive, listen, and hear stories. When someone tells you a story, I'm going to stop sharing here because this is really important. This is really important. Why are stories important? Why are stories one of the best buying motivators and ways to share your message? Why are stories so powerful? We are wired as human beings at our most basal instinctual level to pay attention to stories. Are you sharing stories about yourself, why you're doing what you're doing, about your customers, success stories, failures stories, whatever stories? I was this, now I'm this story, the transformation story. They call it the hero's journey. If you're not sharing stories, you are missing the boat on how to connect with and nurture your customers. Stories are the most powerful way to connect with your customer, because when we hear a story, 7 different parts of our brain light up and are activated, as compared to when you're just listening or reading. You only have 2 or 3 pieces of your brain, sometimes only one part of your brain lights up when you are getting information, when you are absorbing information in that way versus a story, 7 parts of your brain light up. What does that mean, Shauna? Okay, big deal. 7 part of our brains light up. That makes you memorable. That creates a much bigger impact. That connects emotionally with your client. And what did I say is the first buying motivator? It's always emotion. If we feel something, if we connect emotionally with whoever it is that is offering the product or has our solution, we're gonna purchase it. It's just the way we're wired. Then we're going to go back and logically justify why that emotional decision is correct. We're going to go back and we're going to go, yeah, no, it's a really great value. Oh, yeah, no, there's really no risk because, if I buy this, I really only have to sell one of these to make it work and I got my money back. Right? We start going through all the logistics of why it's okay to make that purchase. Emotion and stories are the way. So when we're talking about these 7 steps to sales success, we have to have each one of them in place. If you're struggling with getting people to purchase your product, you're like, oh yeah, I'm not sure why people aren't buying my product. I want you to look on a scale of 1 to 4, measure. Do you have your stories down? Are your stories solid? Or are you not using any stories? Are you on the 1? Are you on the bottom of the scale? Shauna, I don't know what the heck you're talking about with stories. What story would I tell? I can help you with that. We can help you come up with it. You really only need 3 core stories that you share over and over again in a different way to help you make that emotional connection with your customer. Those 3 stories are going to be the foundation to helping you make that emotional connection with your customer. And sometimes, it takes an outside perspective to be able to look at those stories and go, "Oh yeah, that is a valuable story." Because most of the time we discount our stories. It's just who we are. Our brain is wired to keep us small. Why? Our brain is wired to keep us safe. And keep in mind, your customer's brain is wired the same way. So making any sort of change is a risk that takes energy. Our brain is wired to expend the least amount of energy possible and not take any risks. Risks don't feel safe. So when you're out there communicating with your customer, that's what you're up against. You have to have these 7 sales steps in place to be able to overcome that barrier. The barrier that's naturally wired in all of us. I want you to have the biggest success that you can have. Honestly, I want you to be able to look at your dreams, something that you've always wanted, and know that you can achieve it. Believe that you can have it. Do you know how many years I went through going, yeah, no, yeah, okay, that's a great dream, Shauna. I could never have that. I could never do that. Is that you? Are you stuck there? You're not alone. You're not alone. And it is fixable. This is changeable, which kind of transitions. This is a good transition here. This is a good transition to having a millionaire mindset, right? Our having our map to success all starts in our mind. This is not something that can be outside of us. It has to start here in our heart and our mind. The first thing that you must have to have the millionaire success secrets is you got to be mindful. What do I mean by mindful? Mindful means Your point of power is in the present. I used to have this quote up on my bulletin board. Why is this so important to really master? Because so many times when we are out there sharing our message, or maybe it's keeping us from sharing our message, right? Our 7 steps to sales success, and we are stuck in our past. This is also why we don't make the decisions that we need to help move us forward, because our mind is wired to protect us. So it's constantly going over our experience, our past experiences, and telling us, no, you don't want to do that. Remember this? When you did this, that happened. It goes over all the negative things. That's the way your mind is wired, because your mind is wired to operate on fear. So when you bring your point of power to the presence, and you're not letting anything negative from the past influence how you show up right now for your people, that's how you're going to be able to show up with the energy, with the passion, with all the hope that you need to transmute, frankly, to your customer, to your ideal buyer, because they're stuck. They have a problem that they don't, frankly, think that they can figure it out themselves at this point. Maybe they still think that, but either way, they're looking for a solution. They are unhappy with where they're at right now. If you can stay focused in your point, in the present point, all that power and energy you can share with them. And here's the beauty of quantum physics, you guys. What you put out there comes back. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, like a little guru, right? Whatever you put out comes back to you, but there's science behind that. You're going to start aligning that energy, and vibration is going to start the law of attraction. Once again, it's a law of attraction. And you're going to start connecting with the people who want what you have. Heck yeah, I want that. I want to be like him. I want to be like her. That's how we make an impact in the world. That's how we have a millionaire mindset. That's how we become the CEO and be the executive who makes the decisions and makes things happen. Our point of power is in the present. I want you to be mindful. Mindful means we were here right now. We're not letting our mind carry us back to the negative places, right? Our point of power is, what can we do right now to make a difference? What would be the best decision right now? And sometimes we forget and we're not paying attention. And that's when we do the things that, put us back down in the pit. Let's go with, let's say you're trying to establish a new eating habit pattern, right? You're wanting to improve your health. You have a certain amount of weight you want to release, whatever. Your point of power right now is in the decision that you make at this very moment. It doesn't matter whether you ate the chips and ice cream last night at midnight. That's in the past. What decision are you going to make right now? Are you going to make the decision to choose something healthy? Then you're on your way, right? But you can also make the decision based on your past. That's not going to get you where you want to go. Okay. I know, Shauna, right? So let's talk about some of those thoughts when it comes to a business, when it comes to your future financial success that could be holding you back. What are those? What are those points from the past that are holding you back? No mint leaf that time. Okay. Well, Shauna, of course, I would love to be able to make 6 figures in the next 6 months, but I've never done that before. Why would I have any belief that that's even possible for me? I can't. If you ever thinking I can't, You know you're stuck in the past. You're not in the present, right? I just don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I wish, if you're thinking, oh yeah, I wish, if only, if only I had the support from my friends and family to fulfill my dream. No, no, we cannot get stuck there. That's in the past. Those are our past experiences. Can we do right now in the present? Do we need their support to actually make a decision to take action and do what we want to do? Are we going to listen to all the naysayers? I'll tell you what, let's talk about that. As an artist, that is huge. Do you know how many people tell you you can't succeed if you're an artist? Heck, you just can't listen to that stuff. You have to have the millionaire mindset to be able to have the success you want. Your point of power is in the present. Okay, let's go to number 2. I want you to, I've lost track of my notes here. I want you to change your focus, right? We kind of talked about this. I want you to change your focus from what you don't want to what you do want. This connects directly with, your point of power is in the present. And your mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined when you connect emotionally with what's imagined. One of the best examples of this that I've ever come across was my ex-husband. At one point, we're sitting at the dinner table and we're with his parents, and we're talking about trips that we want to take, we have taken. And he's like, yeah, mom and dad, the best trip we ever took was that time that we went to the Grand Canyon. That was my favorite family vacation. And his parents looked at each other and they're like, we never have gone to the Grand Canyon. We've never even been to the state of Arizona. Right? And I mean, it was a big 20-30 minute discussion that no, this had never happened. He had imagined that. He had dreamed that. However, that it was so emotionally connected to him. It was real. It happened. Our minds do not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. So what does that mean for you and success? Okay, Shauna, great. How do I use this? How do you leverage this to get to where you want to go? You emotionally stay in that vision and stay connected with what you want. What do you want? Have you always wanted a Porsche? Have you always wanted the lake house? Have you always wanted to have a house on Mission Beach in San Diego? I'm just kind of going through some stuff. Have you always wanted the mountain house in Estes Park or Lake Tahoe? I want you to go and stay there in the emotion of that as if it is yours. It's your current reality. That is how you stay connected emotionally and how you put that vibration and energy out there, and changing your focus to what you really want all the time versus what you're experiencing, your current reality, is the single key to having everything start aligning. When you go there and you're emotionally connected with it, you believe that it's achievable, you automatically start taking the actions that are going to get you there. Thoughts, beliefs, actions. Right? Okay, last one. We need to get out here. I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. This is a secret that I missed for years. When you're looking at your situation, instead of how can I figure this out myself? Like, I can't see how to get to the end. Who can help me get where I want to go? Who can help me get what I want? And what is one thing I can do right now? Just one thing. Doesn't matter how small. one action I can take right now that's going to help me figure out what I need next or get me where I want to go, and who, not how, who can help me get where I want to go? Who's been here and done that and had the experience? Those are the three things you need to have a millionaire mindset and have the success you need. And our 7 success steps, our sales success steps. Blah, blah, blah. Kind of a mouthful. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to sign off for the day. I know that was a lot. That was a lot to jam in there. So let me know if you have any questions. If you would like to know more about how you can have an instant business in a box, online business up and running that's going to help you fulfill the dreams and get what you want, that gives you all the information that you need on those 7 steps to sales success, tells you how to show up, when to show up, where to show up, like gives you, maps that all out for you. That is in the 6-figure blueprint and the Legacy Builders program. So I want you to put info down below, and I will make sure that I get that information to you so you can learn more about that, so you can have all the information you need to be able to make a decision. All right, take care.